Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, to Lounge with Lloyd, where I have the pleasure today to talk to the president of the Black Student Union Club here on campus, Henry Ajay. How you doing, Henry? Welcome to the show.
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
No problem, no problem. Now, let's get started. Now, in terms of the Black Student Union Club, where'd you guys come from? How did you guys originated here on campus?
Well, the campus the club idea of the Black Student Union. It came around 2016 and it got established in 2017. So with the help of Rashida, Stanley, and Don, and Renell, they were the founders of the Black Student Union. So they brought it back up in 2017. We were a club. I was just a member, and then they saw I used to be with this club with the diversity organization. And they saw how organized it was, and like, oh, we want you to be a secretary. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. And they kept on bashing me. I'm like, whatever, I'm gonna be secretary. So that's how I became part of the BSU, and that's when it, started.
It was good to see that you moved up the ranks,
and
now being the president, comes with some responsibility.
Oh yeah.
So, being that you're now the president, what are some things that you kind of did to include all the students around campus?
Well, one thing I like is diversity, So one thing that we've done is on Instagram, I started a CCM leaders group chat.
Oh.
So if anyone wants to promote their event or something, or they want to spread the word about something that's happening, I added all of them there, and they can just post, and other clubs can see it. Because we have a CCM leadership email, but not everyone checks their email. Everyone's on Instagram.
That's true.
So I did that so people can kind of know what's happening and communicate with each other. Another thing that I did was we talked to a lot of clubs, We had a potluck one time, and that included people from different clubs. We hosted it with MSA and YOLO.
Great food, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
jollof rice?
Ghana jollof.
Yeah. What's the biggest challenge for you guys, probably think as a club? I know you mentioned the email, so, the fact that, you send out emails to events to people, they don't usually check their either personal or CCM, but they definitely are in social media a lot.
That's true. I think the biggest challenge we faced were probably in a semester, like the fall and spring. The fall is really easy to recruit members.
It's the hype of the semester, the hype of the year.
Exactly.
You don't know who's leaving or who's staying.
The spring, people are leaving, and also it's the spring. People are focused on graduating, so we don't have that many people as we did before. So having bigger events are kind of challenging. We can do it, but it's going to be a lot of work because sometimes you might have in the fall. We used to having people at a meeting, 40 people at a meeting. Now it's probably 15 people. So it varies, And also it was kind of challenging. Oh, it was also challenging this year because the snow.
Being on the hill doesn't help, CCM at all.
It doesn't.
No one's going to really come up their place if they don't have to for classes. But that's why probably Skype is for. Everybody can get on a group FaceTime.
What we're doing now is we have Google Hangouts. So the executive board, we can't make it. You know me. I like to stay home sometimes. So I'll do Google Hangouts sometimes, and we'll have a quick meeting. So we come to have our meetings on Tuesdays. We know what we're talking about. It's not like we just go to school and just bring up this discussion. We actually sit down as an executive board and plan what's happening.
Generally, what time are your meetings
Our meetings are every Tuesday.
Okay.
It's at LRC 122. It's from 12:30 to 1:45.
Okay, so a fairly short meeting. What kind of events have you guys kind of hosted on campus on your own?
Oh, we've done a lot. So I'm gonna go back to when it first started. We had a trip to Harlem.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
To the city?
To the city.
Okay, with the brotherhood. Okay.
We had a trip to Harlem, to this Black History Museum of Art and History, and it was good. The funny thing is we're supposed to look at this other part of the museum, but it was closed. So really, we're there for like really on the floor in the museum, like on one floor. Instead of exploring the whole museum, we're just on the one floor. That's it. But it was nice. It was like nice weather.
Yeah.
I was gonna go to Sylvia's.
Really? Oh, but then I was gonna ask, did you guys get any soul food?
Of course.
Okay, see,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, as brothers, you like.
Oh, we got soul food.
All right.
But it was like, what you call it? I forgot about Sylvia's. It's like another restaurant. I'm a foodie. So on Google Maps on my phone, I have like all these locations of food and everything. And I pinged this spot, and as we're walking, my phone's like, oh, remember this spot? I'm like, oh yeah. So it was like a soul food buffet.
From Sylvia's?
No, we didn't go to Sylvia's. On the trip, we had some people that split up. We had people who went here, I had a group, and Dawn had a group. So they went to Sylvia's, so Professor Williford, our advisor, and then me and some other members went to this other place, I forgot the name. So it was like a soul food place, but buffet style, which was... Unlimited fried chicken.
They got, because my favorite thing is probably the yams with the marshmallows on
Of
top.
course, they had that.
Oh,
They had that.
They
They had curry goat. They had collard greens and everything.
Yeah.
They had everything.
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Fried
I was
chicken.
kind of disappointed because their jerk chicken was too salty.
Really?
Yeah. Because I'm Ghanaian, so the Jamaicans was like, this is...
So you know how I'm supposed to.
I know it's supposed to be, but I like food, so I'm just eating it. They're like, this is not true jerk chicken. What are you talking about? But yeah, we had...
She got in the kitchen.
But we had that trip, and we also did... That was the only trip we done so far, and we've had we have art shows. We like the art gallery downstairs for like Black History Month. We had some artists come in and decorate, put their art up and display it, and then we had art shows and different things. Now we've had a lot, but fast forwarding to the stuff that I've done. So we've had the potluck that I just said. The potluck started a couple years ago. We did it in the magic room. It was just a test because because my friends are diverse. I have Indian friends, I have Caucasian, Black. I have different. I like diversity. So I'm like, you know what? I like to eat. I like to eat, and I like music. I like to eat. I like music. So why don't we do something for Thanksgiving? A potluck. So the first potluck we did was in the magic room. That was a test. It was good, but it was kind of ratchet, So we could have. It was our first one. It was good, but we learned from
good
those.
music?
Oh, we had good music. And we made a mistake because I was a secretary at the time, and I was doing a lot of me and Don did a lot of the stuff. So our president at the time, Renell, forgot to put a work order for a stereo. And it was too late. The only stereo they had was like a Bluetooth speaker. I'm like, this is BSU, I need a sound system.
Yeah,
so
you need to get
lit,
basically.
Yeah, we had to get lit. So the only option I had was I had to bring my stereo from home.
Okay.
And I'm proud of my system. I had like this expensive sound system in my house, put in my car. We shook the whole building that day. People were surprised. This is from your living room? Like, yeah. So
that's what I'm saying. So like at home, do you be getting crazy like that too?
I'm Ghanaian, of course.
So no neighbor complaints?
No, my neighbors like me,
So they get lit with you?
Yeah, they'll come and bring their soufflés and pies and like, yo, let's turn up, stuff like that. So we had that, and then we did another potluck again, but it was more organized. We did it in the Davidson room. We had like Davidson room A and B or something, and it was really organized. We had food from MSA and a lot of food from BSU, and it was really good. It was very organized, it was much better than the first one. So since that one was a success, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again next semester. And hopefully we'll have the whole Davidson room and everything. That was one of the biggest things that people liked, the potluck. Because we bring food around.
And food and music. That's usually the general attraction. For those who don't know, you want to say like what MSA?
Okay. MSA is Muslim Student Association.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, being president, I'm glad that you mentioned you guys brought in some people like from for art, basically, and to show their work. What other kind of public speakers or kind of guests did you guys brought in for your club?
We've had a lot. We've had a couple semesters ago. We had a one speaker talking about abductions here in like New Jersey that's been happening.
Really?
And then we've also had like sometimes doctors or people from government come talk in our meetings. We've also had we had a spoken word. Like usually for Black History Month we have like an art show, but I wanted to plan that out. I wanted to plan that one perfectly, so we did a spoken word. You know, Black Student Union spoken word. So we did that. It was my friend Joshua Pierce, and you know, he works with YouTube. He makes music, and he has his organization. He's part of YouTube, so he's like a YouTube music artist. And he came and he talked about Black history. He did a poem and everything. And we
I was actually there that night. It was really his poem at the end was really good.
Yeah.
I mean, my only regret is I didn't have my phone out at the time. You know, most young people have their phone out for everything. I didn't have my phone out recording, but you know, one of my boys, Way, he has it, so you know, I can always get it from him.
Yeah.
What are some things that you guys, your group, your club has done in the community, if you guys have it?
What we do is like education. So we talk. So I'm part of SGA, and a lot of stuff that happens like on SGA, I could try to like bring it to a meeting, or let's say there's complaints or suggestions that members of the Black Student Union would like to talk about. I'll bring it to SGA and we'll talk about it. Also, we'll get invitations to like community rallies or something off of campus, and we'll go to them sometimes, but we haven't really done a lot of outside, mostly stuff within campus. That's it.
Okay. Have you guys, well, you get steady too. Oh man, is there anything else you want to tell me about the club?
I just want to talk about this other couple of events we did.
What?
And that's it. We did the potluck. I forgot to tell you, after the potluck, you know Natasha, our
the other VP of the
the VP. So the potluck was my idea. Then she wanted to do sports day. So
wait, how did I forget about that?
You forgot about sports day?
Yeah, well, I was the commentator for the.
How do you forget this?
I don't say when you're so wrapped up. We had the for those who don't know, we had it was the sports day in the gym. We had the dodgeball. We had the 3-on-3 basketball. Don was part of it. He was trying to be like LeBron James. Did not work out that way. Your host, me, I was the commentator. You know, just saying what's going on between the two courts. And then we had, we had the volleyball? Was it volleyball or was it?
We had volleyball, but people weren't doing it, so we had badminton. They weren't supposed to put it there, but they did. And to tell you guys, I'm really good at badminton. Like I will just like I'm nice.
Oh, now you gloating.
Yeah, I'm good. So I was destroying everyone on the court with badminton.
You might have to get a game. You know what I mean? We just bring one of my crew members. We can just bring the camera. And let's get a one-on-one since he said he's good.
Oh yeah. Also, we had that. So it was good. And we had a good turnout for that. We also had, moving on to this semester, we had women's art show. Usually for Black History Month, we do an art show, but this semester, you can't celebrate Black History Month in 1 month. So what I did is like, so we had an ICC meeting, and I told them, it's an ICC meeting, interclub council meeting. We talk with, it's like all the clubs on campus kind of like, you know, talk to each other about events that's happening on campus. And I told them, Black History Month, we cannot celebrate in 1 month, so I'm going to do it for the whole semester. So our last event for Black culture, BSU, was our school dance. So the event we had was an art show for Women's Month. We had we had art featuring women, art made by a woman or by a guy, whatever, but it was just art of women. And it was just like a really good turnout at our show. We had people who sang poems, who sang their songs, some people who sang for the first time there. It was a really good turnout. We have free food, of course.
Yeah, it's always free.
We have food. But I'm gonna give a shout out to People's Choice. You know, Don's restaurant. They make some good.
I gotta stop by there.
Oh, it's good. They make some good jerk chicken, some rice and beans.
Some not as salty jerk chicken.
Oh no, it's good. No, he's on point. Don, he knows they know how to cook.
He know how to do his thing.
And we have that. It was a good turnout. And what else did we do? We our biggest thing to close the semester was the school dance.
Now that was jumping. Yeah, I didn't. Oh my gosh, man, I couldn't go ahead work. Like literally when y'all started, you started at 6:30.
Oh, 7. But
it was 7.
But you know, black people, like we're late, so it started like 7:30, like 7:30, 7:45 kind of thing. Yeah.
Anytime we say 7, we actually mean 7:45.
If we say 7:30, that means 8. You know. If we say 8, it means 8:30. You know. If you're Ghanaian and you say 8, that means 9 o'clock or 10. You know.
I mean, this for a known fact. I feel like the only thing that black people or black women, especially black women, are on time for is probably their wedding day, and even that is probably like a hassle sometimes. So, I mean, and you know, black people for food, when anytime it's food, you know, we gotta be on time because if we're late, we're not gonna have nothing else to eat.
Exactly.
So, I can't believe I didn't mention this, but like, what kind of things do you guys talk about at your meeting?
At our meeting, we talk about different stuff. We talk about stuff that's going on in the media, in the community, stuff that's happening on campus that they're not comfortable with or something. And we just talk about how students can kind of connect with other clubs. Like you can join the BSU, but you want to do another club or something, we can help you with that. You want to talk to an advisor or you want to do something, we can guide you to that. We just talk about black culture in America and all around the world. That's it. Different topics.
How has CCM like really had you guys back during these kind of events?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna go back to the school dance because it took us 2 weeks to plan it, and it was it was time consuming. So the school, Campus Life, Don Phelps, the director of Campus Life, kind of helped us. You know, they helped us with buying our stuff for the room and everything, and getting the checks ready for the people who are helping with it, for DJ, the photographer, and the caterer. They helped us tremendously. Also, with different events have helped us. Even the president of the school, when we have an event, sometimes he'll stop by, show us support. We've seen a lot of support with CCM. So
it's great. Like you mentioned, it's great to see your advisor, Dr. Wilford, definitely have like a great advance. Even with the men's basketball team, he was always there to help in any way he could. Thank you, Henry, so much for coming on to the show. It's just great to hear what the Black Student Union is doing in the community as well as the school. And it's great that we actually have diverse members, not only just black people.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Within the community. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into this episode of Lounging with Lloyd. To get access to this episode, go to the CCM YouTube page, and if you guys want to check out BSU, follow, keep up with them on their events. Follow the Instagram page at BSU_CCM. For you guys that really like to be on Instagram and social media. And if you guys have any questions for Henry as well as the BSU, go to bsu@student.ccm.edu. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time here on Lounging with Lloyd.